All right, I'm here. It's me, your resident supervillain, Mr. J. Washington, all that. I felt like I just needed to go here live on the channel, on the Twitch channel. A, we got to build up this time and everything. And B, I want to just be the one to address something that is constantly being repeated. And I know this will replay for some people to see later, et cetera, et cetera. So I want to make sure this is clarified. Winston and I made the decision to move the show here to Twitch Live because, again, as we have consistently said throughout every single time, we have seen an exponential growth coming here on Twitch as opposed to a stagnation on YouTube. I personally, I can't speak for Winston, but I personally am getting really frustrated with people trying to tell us how to do the show because it suits them. I just saw a comment that said, y'all can just do one day on YouTube and one day on Twitch. Fans are like that. No, you'll like that. It is not helping us to grow. It is, I don't know where the lost in translation part is coming here. I don't know where the we cannot be stagnant with this. We want to grow and expand this. And for so many people going, I don't like to watch on Twitch, so how am I gonna see the show live? You just gonna have to watch the clips that go on YouTube. It has really gotten to the point where it's a little bit frustrating, if you will. It's a bit frustrating. Um, I'm going to tweet out live that I'm on air now from the Blurred's account. 1 second, because it just yeah. So is live on Twitch. Right now. Twitch.tv/blurreds in the hood. Okay. All right. So, like I said, I'm really not understanding why people are missing that part. It's really getting frustrating because it's actually a level of selfishness from a lot of people. And again, to the majority of the neighborhood, this doesn't apply to you. But again, the people who keep being like, why don't y'all go back to YouTube? Why don't you do this? Our YouTube numbers are not growing. They are stagnant. Twitch has been growing. So we've had to come here. I am getting tired of seeing comments of people going, well, when are y'all going back to YouTube? As of right now, we're not. We're not. Yes, going to Twitch, us coming here was supposed to be a once only for February thing to see what happens, to see if we could elevate the Twitch numbers and maybe find another way to boost YouTube numbers because YouTube doesn't focus on long form content anymore. It's only focused on short form. And here's the issue. We are not moving. Those numbers aren't moving. Even the clips aren't hitting what they used to hit. The clips aren't hitting live episode numbers. However, we are growing on Twitch. So to everyone who feels they need to keep asking us, when are y'all gonna go back? We will do so if we deem it's worthwhile. We're not abandoning our YouTube channel. We're just switching everything over. Again, reviews that we're going to do collectively and things like that will live on the YouTube channel. But as far as the live show goes, we are staying on Twitch. And I'm personally just getting, like I said, I cannot speak for Winston. I cannot and I will not speak for him. But like I said, I am getting very frustrated with people constantly doing this shit. I am getting really upset because it's like, yo, what part aren't you catching? I get you're a part of the neighborhood and we are grateful for that. But do you understand just having what we have is not what we want? We want to continue to grow this and expand this and have the reach go out further. And so for people to constantly be in YouTube clip videos and the comments going, well, what about going live with the whole show? Stop. Again, I just feel like it needs to be addressed because it can't be, it hasn't been fully addressed in the beginning of the show, you know, when we do nigga what you been doing, et cetera, et cetera. It's just it is really baffling Twitch has grown for us exponentially. We are we continually run into these things where people are coming to raid us, and people who come from other shows to raid us, they stay on board and they see the show and they start to follow the show and things like that, and people are gifting subs and all these different things, and that's happening on Twitch. It has not happened on YouTube. So again, for people who consistently want to act as if we didn't tell them a million times, we are not going back to YouTube for the full show for the foreseeable future, because again, YouTube is not dealing with long form content. YouTube is only doing with shorter things, and that's what the clips are for. And again, if the clips aren't hitting the numbers that we used to hit with the episodes, for me personally, I know I was freaking out. I know I've been, I told Winston several times, like, bro, we ain't even hitting those numbers. And I understand that. But again, we have to do what's best to grow. And again, the selfish level of what's happening is just it's absurd. There's not a day that goes by with at least one of the comments on a YouTube clip or somebody in here when we're live Tuesday and Thursday talking about when we going back to YouTube. We've told you what we're doing. And I hate to say it this way because it may come off a little too harsh, and it may come off a little too harsh, and it may come off a little bit not as sincere. But it's like, if you can't get what we're doing and understand why we're doing what we're doing, then just go. Because we're not going to change for 2-3 people. We're not going to change for 10-20 people. I'm not going to lie, because why? The neighborhood is bigger than that. We have been fortunate enough over the past 2.5-3 years to build the neighborhood out. And because a small chunk may be inconvenienced, we can't change everything. Or not even just inconvenience, feel like it's not for them. I have people I know personally who don't use Twitch, who just were like, yo, I just can't see the show. I might have to check out clips. And that's fine. That's what the YouTube clips are for. But again, to have to be able to do this also, also, we aren't being hit with so many copyright things and having the episodes pulled on Twitch. I have to fight that every single time an episode gets pulled. I am the one that has to continually argue with YouTube to get an episode from 6-7 months ago re-added back to our YouTube channel because all of a sudden it got pulled, or a clip of this, that, and the third. That is exhausting. And so we have a little more freedom here on Twitch. We, again, growth, freedom, the opportunity to do more and reach more here. We hit these affiliate partner levels, things like that. When we can hit those levels, when we hit those different tiers, we expand the neighborhood further. That is not, we're not allowed to have that happen on YouTube. Again, YouTube is not focusing on long form content. And I think we have constantly tried to say, to people, we tried to get people that we wanted to make sure that we kept putting it out there long enough in advance. Hey, this is the thing we're going to do. This is the thing we're going to do. This is the thing we're going to do. This is the thing we're going to try to do. We wanted to make sure we didn't just surprise people with it. Let's just be honest. I'll pull the curtain back. We wanted to make sure we didn't just go, hey, y'all, starting now, we on Twitch. No, we wanted to gradually do it, give people enough advance notice that we were doing it so the neighborhood could adjust one way or another. Again, I know you want to be able to see the shows. Now, we're trying to figure out how to keep some show. Again, the problem is like the clips and live shows. Again, we're trying to build numbers. So again, I'll pull the curtain back for y'all. Some of the episodes, originally, people were just coming back to Twitch to watch them. Cool. That's not a problem. We want the viewers on Twitch, absolutely. But we're still trying to grow the YouTube channel. And so if people are just coming back to Twitch to watch the whole show, then no one's going to YouTube. So when we had certain episodes that were there and we pulled off, it was because we directed them over to YouTube. Now, I understand also there is a lot that goes on in between the topics in which we talk about. Again, the very first 15 to 20 minutes of the show, the nigga, what you've been doing, where it may go off the rails there, we don't put that in. We get that. I understand there's some people that want to see all that banter, the things that make the show cohesive as a whole. I understand. We both understand that. Please know that. Please know that both Winston and myself do not are not dismissing anything that anyone has said, any concerns, if you will, that anyone has had. We're not by any stretch of the imagination doing it. I don't want anybody to ever think, they say they built this fan base and they listen to their fan base and then they don't listen to their fan base. That's not true. We understand how a lot of people feel. We get it. Again, when we made this, I'll go back even further. Before even going to Twitch, when we had to make the switch to come to 6 p.m. Pacific over 2 p.m. because of Winston's job at the time, when we had to make that switch, well, you know what the biggest part was? We lost a chunk of our live viewers who are our overseas viewers. We knew that. We started seeing that hit in the live numbers. We started seeing that like losing almost between 70 to 120 live viewers who were overseas. Would we love to have had them? Absolutely. But again, situations call for us to adapt, and you have to adapt and everything. Hopefully, people stay on board with you. If you look at the YouTube numbers right now for Blurs in the Hood, I think we're at like 2,500, even if we're not even at the official 2,500. That might be me rounding up. I think it was last I checked, like 2,489. We can't even cross the 3,000 threshold. And we've been trying to cross that for 6.5, 7 months. So if you can understand that, while we feel like we're just stagnant. We're just like a snake chasing its tail. But we came over here to Twitch, and all of a sudden, again, you get the rage, like I stated earlier, from the other shows, and people come in, they start to enjoy this. They don't know what it is, and it's something different and unique, and they grow with that, and the channel grows. And then we take that growth, we take the clips, put them on YouTube. But again, the reason I am doing this, this video right now, is to ask people who we've said it numerous times. For this foreseeable future, the live full shows are not going back to YouTube. Just, it's not. It's a decision we had to make to grow the neighborhood. We're not, look, if Winston and I didn't give a fuck about this and this was just a regular show, we'd have just stayed on YouTube and just let everything be what it is. But we have plans with this. We have ideas of what we want to do. We want to grow this. We want to move this forward. And so the only way to do it, we have to try to switch up the game. It's just like your favorite television show, minus that comes on streaming, because that's a different ballgame. When your favorite TV show came on whatever network, whether it be broadcast or cable, if things needed to be adjusted in programming, days and times were moved all the time. Now, yes, a lot of people found it inconvenient at one point, but people adjusted and watched it then. And it's the same thing here. So, yes, I am a little frustrated, but again, all we've asked is for patience out of y'all to try to understand what we're doing. And like I said, it's only a very small microcosm of the neighborhood in comparison to everything else. But the fact that it's the same small amount that keeps trying to throw it in there like we don't see it, and it's not like they're not getting it, like it's not resonating. And again, I know I can come off as an asshole at times. I absolutely know that. I know absolutely I can be very brash, I can be harsh, and I can be a million different things. I understand that. But I also have that mentality of me being a dad of, we've kept saying this for a million times, like we kept saying this, what part isn't clicking? And again, I get it. I get it. Well, so let me grab this real quick. So Diva CLW, a lot of people, here's the thing. We started the thing in February to just come here. We told people through January we were coming here. Now I get, yes, come the first week of the month, everybody was like, yo, y'all should go back. Y'all going right back to YouTube. But we had to literally sit down and look at the numbers and saw what happened. And again, our YouTube numbers did nothing, but our Twitch numbers shot up. So MVI Smooth 88 says, can I drop a link for the DC hat? Here's the thing. I don't have a link to it. They literally just sent me this. Earlier. So it's really just this thing. I'm gonna turn my phone off my vibrate for a second because it's going off like crazy. But again, it's just we're trying to grow this. And I understand a lot of y'all have see, yeah, I thought y'all were coming. We were, but like I said, initially we were going to. We were. We initially were. I'm not gonna even lie. Because that was the goal. We were like week 2.5, week 3 in February. We were like, yo, we're gonna go ahead and shoot on over back to YouTube. But then we started looking at the numbers. You got to look at that back end too. And that's the only thing. It's just the growth. Like I said, are we absolutely not ever going back to YouTube for the live show? No. That I can't say that for sure. I do, like I said, I do understand. I do know that for the past month and some change, have not had to deal with YouTube copyright emails. Your episode has been blocked. Your episode has been pulled. I have not had to deal with that with Twitch. And again, if you've never had to deal with that and you're constantly trying to get out, again, we'll have a dope ass episode. And a lot of y'all, some of you all might be in here right now that have noticed that. We'll have a dope ass episode. And then right after the episode is ended, it'll get blocked. And then some people will be like, yo, what happened to the episode? Now I'm sitting here arguing with YouTube, waiting on them to finally have either the algorithm or someone in the office actually review it to put it back up. That shit gets tiresome, especially when, again, this is part of my job. I love this job. I love talking to the neighborhood. I love what Winston and I have built with here. I love what we have grown with this community, this family, people who have had these conversations that most people will not have, people who've had these conversations that will not be sugarcoated. Again, Winston and I are two different sides of a coin on a lot of different things. But the conversations in which we have, I love having these here. So I say that as I love growing this, but also we have a million other things we're doing. Again, there's been times I've had to run out as soon as Blurs is done, go do a show somewhere. And then I'm sitting here waiting to go up on a show on my phone, emailing YouTube, doing the fucking the rebuttal, whatever it is thing. So off the top of my tongue, it's but I'm sitting here doing it, trying to get the episode back. And then it's like by the time the episode comes back, we're kicked out of the algorithm. The numbers don't make it, blah, 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 blah. So it's really just a lot of things. Say a lot. Twitch has made this relative. We can play all the clips all day. And do you know, let me tell y'all something. Here's a secret. Some of y'all don't know. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all don't know this. Every time we hit for those, when we hit the $100 threshold, we play shots and we take a shot, right? Every single time we play shots, I get a YouTube thing, a YouTube copyright alert. Every single time. So damn near every episode, I'm dealing with that. Couple of other clips all of a sudden. We'll get some shit that was a random video I might have found on Twitter or TikTok or Instagram, and we'll play it, whether it be for one of the stories of Karen or the beginning videos, et cetera, whatever. And I'm getting a copyright thing. These consistently happen. Now, did I stop? Have we stopped any of those on YouTube? No, because it was like, yo, this is what has built the show. This is what helped the show to grow better. This is what has helped everything to flourish. This is the part. These are elements to the show. But we haven't had any of that here on Twitch. None of that. And again, it's just, I felt like, it's hard to tell people in less than a 10, 15 minute, less than a 10-minute thing, I'm sorry, but the poll is missing the J and shit option. Thank you. Thank you, you lousy bastard. You lousy bastard. But we haven't had to deal with those. And so we are consistently just trying to grow this. And like I said, it's been the comments of like, and Diva CLM said it. Yo, I thought y'all was coming back. Fair. That is fair. But even I think it wasn't even this week. This week was like the tip of the iceberg for me. It was the last month when we said what we were doing for the month. And then, like I said, I saw somebody post today that said literally, can y'all just do one day on YouTube and one day on Twitch? Do you understand? I don't want to call that person out. Y'all will probably see it in the comments or whatever for a clip. But, and this was too much to type, but do you understand how much that confuses a fan base in general? trying to go, hey, we're only on here for this day, but then we're here that day. That no, that takes away the uniformity. We're trying to put out the best product. We're trying to get the best reach we can, the best bang for our buck. And right now, Twitch has been it. Again, we love y'all completely. We understand some people aren't familiar with Twitch. I get it. I get it. I swear to God, I do. Some people like, yo, I can't get it on my phone. You might have to get the Twitch app or go to m.twitch.tv on your internet browser on your phone. But understand what we're doing. Y'all want us to do this live blurs, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have never said that. She came in kind of hard. Never used Twitch app. It's awful. She even added an E, how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? Awful ain't even a fucking thing with an E, but it is what it is. Uh um yeah, it's just y'all want us to do a live show, right? We're trying to do live. How do I get to use my channel points? Tequila Monster ad. Let me tell you something. I am not the dude. Anybody that want to talk about how to use Twitch shit is Cheryl, Dwayne, Winston. I'm just a nigga that's happy to be here. But y'all want us to do the live show, right? We want to be able to make sure because I need to for sure get this date solidified in so I can say, yo, these are the date. This is the date of the show. Tickets gonna sell this date. People may want to fly in, you know, whatever, with things kind of opening up in full and everything. And we want to be able to grow that in order to show places and even sponsors. That's another thing. We want to be able to put on shows and have, yo, this company is sponsoring it here, this company sponsoring it there. And without solidified numbers, there aren't going to be many people or companies that are going to want to sponsor because they're like, what bang for a buck do we get? What type of ROI, return on investment, do we get for investing in you all? And so when you start putting up those numbers that help make things move further and further and elevate higher and higher, then we can do that and expand in so many different ways. And again, with sponsorships, this is what we can do with a sponsorship. Case in point for the Juneteenth show. Let's just say I know it's March and I need to make sure I got to hit the dude right. I got to hit the dude who's supposed to be doing this together. Like I'm gonna hit him up right after I'm done with this. So we get a sponsorship, right? We already got the ticket price set, blah, 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 blah. Sponsorships can help us do merchandise specifically for the show, different other amenities and things like that. We can be able to upgrade this version of our streaming platform for when we go do the live show. We don't have to worry about all those little technical things, et cetera, et cetera. There are different things we're able to do. And so, but the numbers have to be there. This is a fucked up industry in entertainment that it is now just revolving around numbers. There's just the machine works on numbers. And so in order for us to work the machine, we have to work the formula. We just have to get the numbers up. So hopefully, y'all are able. Yo, Trash Panda user, I legit saw Blurred's OnlyFans account. If it mean I'd be able to watch After Dark replays, I'm gonna talk to Winston about that. Because that might be a thing. Because here's the deal: I have every single After Dark, but the same rules would apply as a live After Dark, even if it sat on an OnlyFans. The same rules. What happens on After Dark stays on After Dark. And again, just like with content creators on OnlyFans, when people are screenshotting and taking their material and things like that, you can have it pulled. So, I mean, it may be something worth talking about. Wait, excuse me, what? If you say shit, you get banned from OnlyFans? What? So again, I'm just looking into different things I can possibly do to y'all don't know. I mean, again, I don't know how much y'all know about. There are a couple people in here who talk to us myself and Winston on a regular. Dwayne being one, Cheryl being one, a few others, but who don't understand, who may not know how much I'm consistently trying to talk to Winston and different things about like how to do this to keep expanding and pushing this. Because again, yes, I fully do fucking believe in this. If I didn't believe in this, I would have given up a while ago. And that's something I'm not. We're 3 years in this. And 3 years into this, and it's been very lucrative, very productive, very successful. And again, we've built something, we've grown something, and from there, that's all we can do is continue to grow. So No, no, no. That's your rule. Oh, you can make. I don't know shit about OnlyFans. Okay. Ah, cool, 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 cool. There's a rule you can make. All right. That's I again, I'm not familiar with how all that works. But what all I want to do is consistently grow this audience. Look, at the end of the day, I think we've said this. So will there not be any full replays of focus as you'll have watch y'all switch times? We're trying to figure out again. Some might stay up. I don't know. Again, they're not supposed to because again, we got to get the clips, and we're trying to direct traffic to YouTube. So that's why again, you might have just rolled in. The reason a lot of the full episodes, not outside of After Dark, don't stay up is because we want the people to go to YouTube who missed the clips. We understand that everybody can't watch live. We understand that. And we understand also there's an element to the full show that a lot of people won't see. I understand that. But again, these are just things we're trying to do to grow. That's it. That's it. And yes, Haskell 420 is right. Please, y'all got to. I mean, again, we just all we can ask is to help to share this, share the videos, share the clip outs. Yes, the neighborhood in which we've amassed has been great. Um, King George the Fourth, you said, how are you supposed to keep making content on both platforms when it takes time and resources on one platform, takes all that and the patience of a bloody saint? Again, people don't understand. It is very difficult. So after the episodes are done, again, pull the curtain back a little bit. After the episodes are done, one of us will take the whoever's day it is designated will take the video and we're chopping up the clips, adding the bumpers, the thumbnails and everything, editing it down to upload, add everything to YouTube. So we do that. Then no matter what episode it is, I'm doing the podcast stuff. Now I'm cutting. I realize, oh, we got to cut the intro down some to make sure the podcast feed gets uploaded. So it's trying to keep this going and expressed all different ways. But again, I just want to be able to be as forthright as I can with you guys. I don't want anybody thinking that, not even just Winston, mainly Jay is just trying to be an asshole. It's just no, it's frustrating because I thought we were consistently, you know, wait, what did Dwayne say? The way you make content by structuring your live content to be clipped out later on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, work smarter, not harder. Now, what I'm gonna try to do as well is probably try to start a blurred Instagram, but I'd have to reformat. Here's the issue with this, which is not a bad issue. Just got to reformat the videos to a certain way to go on TikTok. Like you can schedule on TikTok through a desktop, but just don't want anyone to think that we're trying to ignore anybody. We're trying to do this or me being an asshole. It's just like we keep saying it, and I'm just hoping y'all would rock with it. I think that's at the end of the day what it matters, that y'all rock with us and understand what we're doing. Like I stated earlier, what's your favorite TV show on a network program? These shows change days all the time. Wait, maybe you can. He said maybe you can schedule the clips to publish around the same time as the normal show, but on Wednesday. Well, here's the thing about that. Well, so again, the timing of the clip drops that came from Winston. So Winston felt like, yo, the mornings was the best. And okay, I'm not privy to watching how, because again, Winston watches Phil DeFranco all the fucking time. And so he's like, well, Phil DeFranco is doing this and talk about that. And I'm like, I guess, but he's got millions of subscribers, but that's been a build-up thing. So again, he feels like it's best to drop it in the morning. I thought, honestly, the mid-afternoon to evening would be best time to drop the clips. That's honestly what I thought. So I mean, again, things may change as well. Yes, the clips normally go out starting between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific. Those are the clips the day after the show, so Wednesday and Friday. But if need be, if as we see now, look, the numbers aren't moving well with the morning. Okay, well, let's just shift it and see what happens if we release mid-afternoon, early evening. If those numbers grow, then that's when the clips will start to go out. And again, you just adjust and adapt as need be. I just want to be so forth. I just want to be honest with y'all because I feel like either A, we're not being clear enough, or B, people just don't give a shit. So again, I know everybody got to go. I didn't want to take up. That's why I just surprise popped up on here. Um, Again, the clips from today's Friday, right? The clips from yesterday are up. They went up all on the YouTube channel. And this, I believe, should stay up. I don't know. Hopefully it does. I will talk to Winston about the maybe the OnlyFans thing with After Dark, doing something with that. I will try to see about, I'll get the confirmation on the dates and everything. I'm putting a lot on my plate, on my shoulders. I will admit, and you'll hear Winston say he's taking on a lot. Let y'all know I'm trying to get a lot of shit done for this show on top of everything else. So if I get a bit stressed out, it's because I have a lot on my plate. But I'm grateful for a lot that's on my plate. We can't pay assistants. We can't pay people to be on our payroll. And I know a lot of people have offered up to do things. People have said, yo, I'm willing to do this. And I'm gonna tell you something, as myself and Winston have thought and understood this. As creatives, as workers in this business, in this industry, and understand how hard things are, we just don't feel right having people do something for us for free. We just don't. And I understand it's out of the love. I understand that. But just want y'all to know, boom. That's all it is. All right. So Diva CLW says, morning of best reviews. If you're editing the night of Eastern time might be a deal. So again, that's why we do 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pacific is noon on the East Coast. I figured that would give everybody best time to drop the clips. Again, that was my belief. But again, if things need to change and everything, and if we got to adapt to the situation, then so be it. All right. I'm about to get out of here. One of my shows got canceled because I told the person I was not going to make it in an hour and a half from West Hollywood to Lancaster, like we thought I was, because at first he was supposed to be in Santa Clarita, and I'd have made that. But I digress. I'm about to get out of here. Y'all already know where to follow us and find us. Hopefully this stays up. If it doesn't, hopefully it does. Cheryl will know what to do. If it doesn't stay up, matter of fact, I will pull this clip. This video will go live on the YouTube channel as well. This whole 30-minute thing will live on YouTube as well. All right. I'ma holler at y'all later. Take care. I'm out. Bye. Gotta do that. Take that out.